take this brush. I don't know the name of this brush. I've had this brush for like 7 years. I've had it for a long time, but see how it kind of like curves down when you hold it this way? That way you can get your shadows like really in there, and you can just flip it over and blend them. So I don't know the name of it. Hopefully someone can help me out. Write it down below in our comments and we can order some more. I'm gonna use this palette here. This is our little black book. This is the smoky edition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bend this back like this. I want to start out, since we got the white underneath there, I wanna get a dark gray. I don't wanna use the black just yet. I'm gonna get the dark gray that we have here. Same situation, hold this underneath there and have her close her eye for me. And once I get it in there, I'm just gonna tap it across her lash line, tap all the way down. I'm gonna create that dark illusion on the lash line that we all want and need. The reason why I like to start off with gray is because it gives it that dark look, and I can go ahead and add black towards the lash line when I'm ready. And when she opens her eyes, you can see how it's already dark in there, and you can just kind of go in and take the head of your brush there and just sweep it back and forth like this, circular motion, and it gets real close to your lash line. And there we go. That's part one. Grab some more and do the same exact thing on the other eye. We're gonna do that here. Go ahead and close your eye for me and just tap it in there. Same thing, just kind of put it up and down this way in your motion and just sweep it across, back and forth, back and forth. There we go. Now, we're gonna take this brush. It's got like an oval head. This is your MAC 213 brush. And we're gonna go back to our neutral palette. And I wanna use this color here. It's like a violet. All these shadows are pretty shimmery. That's kind of the look we wanna go for, because it's like, you know, it's Valentine's Day, so it's a little festive, you know. It's got a little bit of this and that in there. And I'm gonna take it and have her close her eye again, and that one's gonna go right in the center, here. And I'm just tapping it. I'm not really like blending it too much just yet, because I wanna go ahead and do that when I add the black to it. But I like to put the lighter color in here because it's gonna open up her eyes a little bit more. This is different from your traditional smoky eyes, like dark here, light to dark. This is kind of like all blended in. And it's a little different. And go ahead and open. See, when you have her open her eyes, it's got some color in there now, and it's not boring.
No boring.
We don't want boring.
No, never.
And we're gonna take it and we're gonna do the same exact thing to our opposing side. And just kind of tap it in there. We don't have to do a whole lot of blending just yet, but it's gonna do that on its own. Go ahead and open. Here we go.
I want to see how it looks. I can't wait.
I explained earlier I like these makeup wipes because they're not leaking on the ground when you squeeze them out, but they're moist enough to help you clean off your stuff and to clean off your hands really gently. So you just want to take this and you want to like make circles and see how it's like getting all the previous dust off, but it's not like completely soaking it, so I can still use it on my skin and it's not going to be a problem, since it's my favorite brush in the whole planet. So someone please let me know what this brush is and where I can get another one, because I cannot find it whatsoever. So we're gonna go back to our neutral palette, this same one. And I wanna add like a little bit of this mauve color here. Just take it on the head there. Same situation, hold it up underneath the eye. And this one's gonna go a little bit more toward her tear duct, and it's gonna help me make that kitty cat shape for me. Same thing on the opposing side. Just take it, stick this under, and just tap it in there. And it just kind of blends on its own. That's what I love about this brush. It just makes everything so much easier. You can go on with your life. There we go. Now we're gonna go back to our oval brush that we were using. And this is my other palette from TG. It's old. I've had it for like 2 years, but I love all the colors. These pigments are amazing. The black is black. The teal is teal. They're just like really on point. You can like swipe them across your finger and they're perfect. Perfect. So we're gonna take the black one and just tap. You saw how dark the pigments are, so sometimes they just kind of overdo it. And I wanna find my little cardboard cutout. I'm gonna have Cece hold this one for me.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna have her just look up, go here and close your eye for me. And I'm just gonna tap the outside corners in here, just like this. And I'm just kind of like, what I'm doing is I'm doing a sweeping motion, so it's going back and forth like this. And that is gonna do our cat eye. Just a sweeping motion there. And that's what's gonna give it that darkness. Now I'm just gonna go back again on the lash line, how we talked about. And just do it again. And this one's just kind of tapped in there because I want it to be dark towards the lash line. And now, same thing on the opposite side. Hold this down here and you're just gonna sweep it. So you're just gonna do swift strokes towards your outer eye, just like this. The brushes that you use make a huge difference. So I suggest if you're really serious about doing makeup and getting paid, then you need to invest in some decent brushes. BH Cosmetics, I feel, is like one of the top of the line makeup companies, and they are the least expensive as opposed to MAC, Sephora, and Urban Decay. Some really big names in the makeup industry, but their sets of brushes cost under $30, and you can get a large amount of brushes. So you can practice with those until you're fully ready to commit to something bigger. See how that's all done? We got all that dark, and there's not a spot of dark underneath her eyelids and her cheeks. And that just made it really easy. So if you wanted to, you could just take what's excess on here and just kind of tap here on the top there, because it's just gonna blend. You're not adding any more or taking away. All you're doing is creating eye shape when you do that there. You're not doing anything else besides that. And you're just using your excess stuff. Same thing on this side. And you're just kind of going down toward whatever eye shape you have. If your eyes are wider apart, you wouldn't have to do this, but